Barcelona transfer and squad update. The countdown is on as Barca prepare to register key players ahead of La Liga's new season kickoff. With Inigo Martinez's emotional exit and Ter Stegen's deregistration freeing up salary space, big moves are happening behind the scenes. We'll break down Joan Pena's expected exit, the exciting Joan Gamper trophy clash against Como, featuring debutants and squad changes, and the latest on Lewandowski's injury and future at Camp Nou. Plus, get the inside scoop on Oriol Romeu's likely departure and how Joan Garcia's big debut could boost his chances for a Spain call-up. Stay tuned for everything you need to know as Barcelona kick off the 2025-26 season with fresh ambitions under Hansi Flick. In the coming days, Barcelona will be able to register multiple players ahead of the new La Liga season kicking off next weekend. Inigo Martinez's departure, coupled with Marc-Andre Ter Stegen's decision to allow himself to be deregistered, means that there is salary space to be used and soon there could be more freed up. There is still a need for exits to be sorted in the coming weeks, despite the fact that Barcelona are heading in the right direction on the registration front. And given that Hansi Flick has Joan Garcia, Wojciech Szczesny and Ter Stegen ahead of Inaki Pena in the pecking order, the latter is set to leave before the transfer window closes. Serie A side Como are said to be interested in signing Pena to compete for their starting goalkeeper position, but they are now expected to face competition from a former club of the 26-year-old. As per Semper Barca, Galatasaray are eyeing Pena as an alternative goalkeeper target to Manchester City's Ederson. The Turkish giants are prepared to make an opening offer of 8 to 10 million euros, which is likely to be enough for Barcelona to do business, considering that the Spaniard has less than 12 months remaining on his current contract. Barcelona want to retain control of Pena's future. The report states that Barcelona want to include a buyback clause and a future sell-on percentage in any deal, which would allow them to retain control of Pena's future. This makes a lot of sense, considering that the Catalans will need a new backup goalkeeper in the coming years, given that Szczesny will be retiring soon, while Ter Stegen is expected to leave. It remains to be seen where Pena ends up by the start of September, but it is almost certain that he will not be remaining as a Barcelona player. On Sunday, Barcelona take on Serie A side Como in the Joan Gamper Trophy, their tradition season opener, at the Estadio Johan Cruyff. It has been a productive pre-season campaign for Hansi Flick's side after 3 wins from 3 during their tour of Japan and South Korea, and now they have returned home with the intention of securing another victory. Flick will be without the now-departed Inigo Martinez, following his move to Al Nassr, while Robert Lewandowski is injured. Dani Olmo is also expected to be rested as he is suffering with muscle fatigue, which means that Barcelona will have to make changes from their Gala 11. Araujo, Gavi and Rashford to be included in starting lineup. As per Sport, Ronald Araujo is expected to get the nod to play alongside Pau Cubarsí at centre-back, while Gavi is to be preferred to Fermín López in midfield. In attack, Marcus Rashford is expected to make his first start since arriving from Manchester United, having scored last time out against Tegu FC. Como, led by former Barcelona midfielder Cesc Fabregas, is expected to field a lineup that features a number of familiar faces. Ex-La Masia star Alex Valle, who left the Catalans earlier this summer, is set to start alongside Jesus Rodriguez and Hussein Diao, both formerly of Real Betis, and also ex-Real Madrid player Nico Paz. It will be interesting to see how Barcelona get on in their first match of the season against European opposition. Many supporters are hoping for another strong campaign in 2025-26 following the exploits of Flick's side over the last 12 months, and a good performance against Como could incite further optimism ahead of the La Liga opener against Mallorca next weekend. According to an update from Sport, it has come to light that Barcelona striker Robert Lewandowski is no longer a target for Saudi Pro League side Al Hilal following their big money move for Darwin Núñez. The Saudi club recently completed the signing of the Uruguayan forward from Liverpool for €53 million plus an additional €12 million in bonuses, giving the Premier League side a major financial boost after a summer of heavy spending. What's the story? It is to be noted that in recent weeks, Saudi media had claimed that Lewandowski was on Al Hilal's radar, with a view to potentially signing him when his contract with Barcelona ends in the summer of 2026. There was even speculation that they might try to bring him in this summer, but the player showed no interest in making the move. As a result, the Polish forward is now set to focus entirely on the upcoming season with the Catalan Giants. Lewandowski focused on Barcelona. For Lewandowski, this development is far from a setback. Sources close to the striker have made it clear that his aim for the new campaign is to continue wearing the Barcelona shirt. The club is also open to the idea of offering him an extension beyond 2026, depending on his performances this season and the market situation for strikers next summer. However, Lewandowski's start to the season has been hampered by muscle problems, which could keep him sidelined for up to 3 weeks. This means he is likely to miss the opening matches of Barcelona's league campaign. Despite this early challenge, the 36-year-old remains a key figure in Hansi Flick's plans. Barcelona believe that if he can maintain his goal-scoring form, a short-term contract extension could be on the table, keeping one of Europe's most prolific forwards at the club for longer. Barcelona midfielder Oriol Romeu is expected to be part of Hansi Flick's squad for the Joan Gamper Trophy clash against Como, even though his departure from the club is almost certain this summer, according to Mundo Deportivo. It is known that the 33-year-old veteran is not in Flick's plans for the 2025-26 season. The German coach even left him out of Barcelona's Asian tour to Japan and South Korea so he could focus on finding a new team. Meanwhile, Girona have been strongly linked with Romeu, and at one point his immediate move looked very close, but no final agreement has been reached yet. Inside sources have confirmed that Romeu is still listed among the players who will be present at the Estadio Johan Cruyff for the match. However, whether he will actually get playing time against Como remains doubtful. His contract with Barcelona runs until 2026, but the club sees him as an extra squad member for now. Negotiations progressing for Girona return. Barcelona are currently working on ending Romeu's contract to smooth his move back to Girona, where he enjoyed a successful spell last season. Discussions between both parties have advanced in recent days, and a deal seems close. Romeu has been training alone at the Ciutat Esportiva, showing full professionalism despite the frustration of being away from the main group. His commitment to maintaining peak fitness suggests he is ready to slot into Girona's plans immediately once the move is completed. There is also reported interest from newly promoted La Liga side Real Oviedo, but for now, Girona remains the clear favorite to secure his signature. If the deal goes through, Romeu will be making a return to familiar surroundings, something both player and club seem keen on. For now, his name remains in the Gamper match squad list, which would be one final symbolic appearance in Barcelona colors before his next chapter begins. As Barcelona gear up to face Como in the Joan Gamper Trophy, all eyes will be on Joan Garcia. This is because for the 24-year-old goalkeeper, this is more than just a friendly, as it is his first appearance in front of the home fans since joining from Espanyol. For what it is worth, his debut comes during an interesting time for Barcelona's goalkeeping department. As such, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, recovering from surgery, initially refused to share his medical details. This created uncertainty over how much of his salary could be used to register Garcia under La Liga rules. Thankfully, the issue was resolved last Friday. Now, depending on how long ter Stegen is out, Barcelona could use between 50% and 80% of his salary to register Garcia without problems. The final decision rests with La Liga's medical commission. Chance to impress for Spain's selection. According to Mundo Deportivo, it has come to light that the Joan Gamper clash also offers Garcia a golden opportunity to catch the eye of Spain coach Luis de la Fuente. With the first national team squad of the season set to be announced on Friday, August 29th, a strong performance in the Gamper match could boost his chances. Spain's upcoming fixtures are important ones, including World Cup qualifiers against Bulgaria on September 4th and Turkey on September 7th, as part of the road to the 2026 tournament in the United States, Mexico, and Canada. The process begins with a preliminary list that the Royal Spanish Football Federation will send to clubs, expected on Tuesday, August 12th. Being included there would be the first step for Garcia, and his display against Como could play a decisive role. For the Barcelona keeper, this debut is more than a ceremonial introduction. It is a chance to win over the Barcelona supporters, secure his place in the squad, and possibly earn a first call-up for Spain. That's your full Barcelona update ahead of the new season. Will Joan Pena secure a move away? How will Flick's team perform in the Joan Gamper Trophy? And can Lewandowski bounce back strong from injury? Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for all the latest Barca news and analysis. Visca Barca!